Well, this weekend, Wreaths across America will pay tribute to our fallen heroes with a heartfelt annual ceremony at the Fayetteville National Cemetery. Joining us now with more about the event and the preparations leading up to it are Janie and Pete. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Great to see you.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Maybe give us an overview of what Wreaths Across America does.
So, Wreaths Across America started in 1992 when the Worcester wreath-making company in northern Maine had some excess wreaths. Morrell reflected back on a visit he had made to Arlington National Cemetery when he was 12, and he thought, let's find a way to get these wreaths down to the older part of the cemetery. So he worked with his congresswoman at the time, was able to get those wreaths placed. It's grown over the years. This year, they'll place more than 3 million wreaths at 4,600 different cemeteries around the country. They say overseas and at sea. I'm not sure how that works.
Oh, wow.
But the local organizations here, Janny's Bo's Blessings, along with Walmart and Tyson and J.B. Hunt, will bring the wreaths in, and we'll place about 10,000 wreaths tomorrow.
Wow, that is impressive. And it's so interesting to kind of hear the history of where it started with a few extra wreaths, and now we have this international day of remembrance. I think that's really cool. What goes into, just in our local chapter, local organization, preparing for a day like this, and how can our community get involved?
It's a community-based public ceremony and activity, but Walmart started furnishing all the wreaths for the National Cemetery about 14 years ago. And then J.B. Hunt and Walmart joined in. J.B. Hunt and Tyson's joined in. So it's a coordinated effort between those three companies, and they're the ones responsible for the logistics, which Pete could speak to better than I do. But we just notify the community, volunteers from all over. We have people that travel. We've had people travel here from Oregon to lay the wreath on their loved one's grave because that's how important this cemetery is to them.
Yeah, I love that. Can you give us some of those logistics? When and where is it happening? Can people just show up? Things like that.
Yeah, so there's a ceremony that starts at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. We would encourage people to show up a little bit early. There's no parking at the National Cemetery, so they park at Baum Field at the University of Arkansas. They've been kind enough to let us use that parking lot. We'll be running shuttle buses starting as early as 6:30 in the morning. They'll go throughout the day. We would encourage folks to show up probably 9 o'clock or sooner so they can get over to the ceremony. That goes at 10 to about 10:20 or so. There'll be a speaker. We'll show folks how to lay the wreaths, and then the public will lay the wreaths probably for about the next hour or so, and then head back.
Amazing. Yeah, it'll be a fantastic morning.
Do you have any stories that come to mind as to the impact that this has on the community?
Personally,
Yeah.
My son is buried at the Fayetteville National Cemetery. He and his wife were killed April of 2010. And that's when I really began to get involved with Wreaths Across America. It is an impact for me emotionally, as it is so many others, to be at the National Cemetery. We have one of the top cemeteries in the United States in Fayetteville. It's an honor to be there. It's an honor to see the children of all ages come out. I met a young man who has the same name as my son. His name's Bo. I met him there when he was just barely walking, and he's about 8 or 9 now. I meet him every year. He comes and places Bo's wreath on his grave.
How heartwarming.
It is, and to know that when we're gone or we're not in the area anymore, somebody else will carry on this legacy.
I love that.
And the Wreaths Across America idea is that once you speak the name, the person is never forgotten.
You certainly.
So after all of us who have loved ones buried there are gone, someone like you or your children will come in and remember them, and they'll never be forgotten.
I love that. What encouragement to come out tomorrow morning.
Really,
Yes,
thank you
thank you
so
for that.
much.
Thanks to our fallen heroes as well. This will be a
Yes.
great day of remembrance, so thank you
It
for
will.
joining
Thank
us.
you.
So much.